We use calendars every day to plan work, track birthdays, or count down to holidays. But have you ever wondered where our calendar system came from? Why do we have 12 months? Why does February have fewer days? And who decided a year should be 365 days? The answers lie in thousands of years of observation, politics, religion, and a bit of trial and error. The first calendars were based on what ancient people could observe: the sun, the moon, and the stars. Agricultural societies needed to track seasons for planting and harvesting, so they watched the skies. Early cultures like the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Mayans each developed their own ways to measure time. Some used the lunar cycle, about 29.5 days. Others focused on the solar year, roughly 365.25 days. The Egyptian calendar, created around 3000 BCE, is one of the earliest known solar calendars. They divided the year into 12 months of 30 days plus 5 extra festival days to total 365. This calendar was remarkably accurate and influenced many later systems. The Romans, however, started with a lunar calendar, just 10 months long. It began in March and ended in December. That's why September, October, November, and December mean 7, 8, 9, and 10, even though they're months 9 through 12 today. Winter wasn't counted as part of the year at first. To fix the gaps, the Romans added January and February. But their lunar system kept falling out of sync with the seasons. By the time of Julius Caesar, the calendar was so misaligned that spring festivals were happening in the middle of winter. So in 46 BCE, Caesar reformed the calendar, creating the Julian calendar. The Julian calendar was solar-based, with 365 days and a leap year every 4 years to catch up with the extra quarter day. It was far more stable, but not perfect. Over centuries, the small extra time added by the Julian calendar made the date drift again. By the 1500s, the spring equinox was arriving about 10 days early. To fix this, Pope Gregory XIII introduced the Gregorian calendar in 1582. He adjusted leap years and dropped 10 days from the calendar to realign it with the seasons. That's the calendar we still use today. The Gregorian calendar is now the international standard, used for business, science, and civil life. So why does February have fewer days? Blame the Romans again. When they reshuffled their months to honor emperors like Julius Caesar and Augustus, they stole days from February to make July and August longer. The result? Poor February ended up with just 28 days, 29 in leap years. Calendars aren't just about tracking time, they're shaped by religion, power, and culture. Different civilizations still use their own calendars. The Islamic calendar is lunar, the Hebrew calendar is lunisolar, and the Chinese calendar blends moon cycles with solar years. But for international use, the Gregorian calendar rules the clock. Fun facts. The word calendar comes from the Latin calendae, the first day of the Roman month. Leap years exist because a solar year is 365.24 days, not exactly 365. In 1752, Britain skipped 11 days to adopt the Gregorian calendar. The Mayans had a calendar accurate to within a few seconds per year. Some cultures still celebrate New Year's in spring, not January. From counting moon phases to adjusting for leap seconds, the calendar has always been a work in progress. It's a reminder that timekeeping is a human invention, designed to help us make sense of the skies and our place in the world. So the next time you flip the page on your calendar, remember, you're following a timeline thousands of years in the making. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more surprising stories behind the everyday things you thought you knew.